Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum. And so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what is what. Shall we? Do let's. Here we go. Yep, make sure that everything is copacetic. All right, first things up is the Ace of Pentacles. Make sure that you are centered at the top, and you, ow, shit, that hurt. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Listen, your money's fine. I don't give a shit what it look like. Your money's fine. Not only that, it's about to improve. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity for your funds to improve. Be sure that you actually take advantage of this opportunity. There's this feeling I'm getting of just like being exhausted from challenges. I get it. But there's an opportunity here for your bottom line, as a matter of fact. All right, so we've got the Eight of Swords and the Empress. Listen, the only thing holding you back right now is you and your thoughts on the subject. Ouch. That was personal. The only thing holding you back are you and your thoughts on the subject. You can continue to try to convince yourself that you are abundant and that you can manifest or bring into the physical what you want to have happen that's been swimming around in your heart. You actually have the power to do that, but you are the only one keeping this abundance at bay, if it is at bay. Okay, and then we've got the Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Look, you're gonna have, yep, you're the only one that's holding you back. And on top of that, you're about to be, I keep hearing the word inundated. You're gonna receive a lot of information coming up. And it's gonna come in hot and heavy. Lots of communication. Oh, that was my alarm. All right. You're going to be receiving a lot of communication. Oh, let's bring y'all up so you can be seen. And bring y'all up so you can be seen. Is that better? Oh, that looks a lot better. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Yes, there's going to be a lot of information coming in. Birds on the wire, as it were. Pay attention to the whispers and corners. Wow. Okay. I usually don't get that with the Eight of Wands, but pay attention. Also, when you are celebrating with friends, if you're anything like me, we are chest high in party season right now. Pay attention to what's being said within earshot. You know, sometimes statements made out of context are humorous. Sometimes they may not be, but pay attention to what others are saying, especially when they've been drinking a lot. Don't let them know that you're listening. Just know that information you may have to add that to the mix of what's going on. There may be some sort of, I'm hearing drunken confession. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but just pay attention. Halloween coming up, Halloween parties, whole lot of I love you mans happening. All right, one moment. All right, so we're back. Yeah, so drunken confessions, and that information may wind up being beneficial for you, or at the very least, it's going to be something that you may have to keep with you. All right, so we've got the 10 of Cups. Yeah, beneficial for sure. That's not 10 of Cups, that's 9 of Cups. This also may be if you are the kind of person that places value in secrets. This drunken confession amen, that it might be beneficial to you. Maybe something that you either choose to keep or keep on display. Ooh. Yeah. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So, Queen of Pentacles. Is this going to benefit my bottom line? Is this going to benefit generations after me? Does this add to my garden, right? And then the 10 of Swords, signifying like the end of a cycle that was seated in betrayal, right? All of the backstabbing and that, and coming and finding your way on the other side of that. Hi, pretty kitty. Finding yourself on the other side of that. Like, for example, if you were the kind of person that thrives in gossip, right? And you know that if you deal in gossip, that you will be the subject of said gossip. That's just how it is. That's just as how it's gonna be, right? And then you decide, you know what? I need to back off of this, because the gossip that has come back to me about me has been really mild in comparison to what I have actually dished out. And perhaps it would be in my best interests for me to stop now, before I am no longer trusted with secrets. Before I put the wrong thing on display and it negatively affects my garden. Maybe I just need to stop and deal with what I have already put out. And here's the Death card. Maybe it's time for me to stop. Cut it out. That's enough. That's plenty. It's time to do something new. The season for this has ended. And so we need to start fresh and do things very differently. Yeah. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is very, very Pepe Le Pew energy. What I mean by that is that the Knight of Cups is driven by love. Love is what sparks the Knight of Cups into action. All right, because knights are men of action. We are men of action. So, but each of the knights has a different element that will fuel them. So for this one, this is, water, emotional content, love, the Bee Gees. The words of a broken heart is just emotions, it's digging me over. Yeah, it's, but moving with with love at the center. Instead of dealing with secrets, and secrets being, okay, Spirit, instead of having secrets be the movement or the catalyst for action, now it is the purest of emotions, the love. Yeah. Okay, and the 10 of coins right after that. So moving, get it out, Aditi. Okay. When you move with love as your fuel, and we were talking about this opportunity for a building of resources. When you do this, when you do this and you move with pure intentions, your bottom line has no choice but to improve. Better ingredients, better dishes. 10 of coins. You know, this talks about, oh, let's look at this. Hold on, let's take a closer look. Why am I trying to read this without my glasses? My word. This is literally like the tree of life. It's got so many. Oh, aren't you gorgeous? I really do like this deck. Okay, yeah, your money is going to improve to a point where you're not going to have to worry about it. And not only that, it's going to come from multiple sources. It's not just going to be just one source and that's it, right? Then you've got your Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, wow, and Nine of Swords coming up next. Moving with love at the helm, and then with you not having to worry about your cash flow actually frees you up to pursue your passions with the Ace of Wands. Imagine that. You don't, when you get to the point where you're not working just to eat, like the basics are handled, and now you can actually pursue your passion projects. The Queen of Wands, there may be some feelings of survivor's remorse with the Nine of Swords. You know, thinking that you don't deserve to be in this position. I'm stuck in that hustle culture, right? If I'm not working for it, then I don't deserve it. But the thing is, you have worked thanklessly for all this time prior to, you know, thinking that you had to earn your dues because you were bringing yourself up out of something, right? Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, bringing yourself out of something. And now that you're actually able to see light, you kind of forgot what that felt like. And so you think that, you know, you see light and you think that it's a train coming. And it's really just the sun. Be mindful of how your mind and how your old self will trick you into believing that you don't deserve the very things that you have worked so hard for. One moment. All right. So yeah, just because something is familiar doesn't necessarily mean that it's comfortable. You could have just become desensitized to the pain. And we've got High Priestess, Ace of Swords, and Seven of Swords. Yeah, you could just be desensitized to the pain, right? The High Priestess here, she spends a lot of time in meditation, right? And when you are spending time in a meditative state, sometimes the feedback that you get from your body is not distorted, but it may not necessarily be in the forefront, right? You know, you're meditating. You see some of these, gurus and what have you, and can walk on coals, and or the very diligent, I don't know what you call them, but anyway, you see people that are able to say walk on coals and do these superhuman, able to achieve these superhuman feats, right? Because they are in a meditative state. You may have had to slip into a version of a meditative state just to be able to get through the pain that is even causing the Nine of Swords to begin with. All right? So, and even out of that and through that, you still get clarity. There's going to be, if there isn't already, just a very clear directive handed down within all of these messages, right? Like something clear, and then understanding that trying to resist all of these other things that are going around or going on around you that you really don't need to focus on, because it's freaking futile. It's a futile effort with the Seven of Swords. Just swinging in the wind. And for what? Think you're doing something and you're just beating up on a tree. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Six of Cups. All right. Yeah. Fighting all this stuff doesn't make, it's not going to make any sense, because you have actual love coming in. What? Actual love coming in. And it's going to be a very welcome thing. Now, if you're not looking for romantic love, okay, that's your business. And if this reading is not for you, again, that's your business. But what I'm seeing here is there's some love coming in, some peace in the heart space, as it were. All right, because you got your Ace of Cups, which is an opportunity for some new emotional content. Hallelujah. Yeah. Some new friends, some new family, some new social circles, just some new stuff happening, And then you've got the Lovers and the Knight of Swords, cutting through stuff that's going to get in the way of you enjoying this new love that's coming in. I'm going to stop euphemizing it, because I know that's a thing. Cutting out all the dipshittery that's just going to get in the way. Because again, you actually do deserve to have love in your life. Real love. So the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Walking away from something that you have truly invested a lot of time and energy into. I was talking about, the gossip mongering earlier. You may have spent a whole lot of time. If we're just going to go with that, analogy. You may have spent a whole lot of time and a lot of energy sharing the information that you had, right? Making sure that what you had to say was actually true. Nobody said you had to gossip without integrity, but it's still gossip. Yeah. So being honest with what has been done and your role in it, and saying, okay, we got to stop with that, because isn't death over here too? Yep, there it is. And saying, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta walk away from this. This is not It's not cute. It's not sexy. It doesn't fit what I want to do with where I'm at. So let's stop this here. Let's stop this now. All right. With the Knight of Wands, yeah, let's stop this now, because it's getting in the way of me being able to actually share my passion the way that I want to share it. It's throwing off the Emperor's groove, as it were. You want something that's more balanced, something that's more reciprocal. Yeah. Want to be able to be your best and highest self and receive the best and highest self from others around you. And so you're making some changes on how you do that and how you present yourself. You know, it's a really good thing. It's showing a lot of growth and also a lot of accountability where there hasn't been previously. Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords. Ooh, Four of Swords. You really thinking about this too. And Page of Cups. Heck yeah. So rounding us out. So now that you've made this decision, and this may have been just a conversation that you had with self, you know, about pivoting how you're going to show up, right? Because you want to make sure that you're actually connecting with the right kind of individuals. Okay? That's all about having peace in their lives and peace in their homes, right? With the Six of Swords here, it's like, even though this thing was fun, and it was fun, and it was a lot of activity, now you're ready to have some calmer activity, right? And then you've got the Queen of Swords here. Not only do you want calmer activity, but you also want to be able to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and have that be standard operating procedure with everyone that you come in contact with on purpose. The Libra in me does not think that this is too tall of an order. Because the people around you are going to follow your example on how to treat you. And with this Four of Swords, you can literally just turn the lights off on what was happening before and shut the door. All right? Because Page of Cups is learning how to love in an elevated sense. That's been the theme. Good gravy. That's been the theme of conversation for the last 3 days for me, is learning how to love in an elevated sense. And now it is coming through while I'm talking with you, collective. Matter of fact, that's going to be the title of the reading. Learning how to love in an elevated manner. Because that's what the Page of Cups is learning how to do. Be true to themselves and be true to those around them. Being open and creating an environment that fosters others around you to also be comfortable in opening themselves up. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.